Is it hot in here, or is that just me? Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother. Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D, where in the last episode, we began World 7, or World Castle, whatever you'd prefer to call it, and in this episode, we're going to apparently destroy Fire Bros hideout number 4. Why do you have a hideout when your base is, like, right outside of this? Are the hideout Fire Bros the ones who were, like, not cool enough to be admitted to the base? Is that what's going on here? I have no idea. Either way, we've got a ton of them to deal with, so let's be a little bit more careful than I just was. And by which I mean, probably actually be a little bit faster, because taking these guys out is gonna reduce the number of fireballs on the screen and make things a little bit easier for us to manage as such. And we destroyed them with Toad. And there we go, Toad. Congratulations on getting the first green star of the episode and destroying Fire Bros hideout number 4. How, like, frequent have these been? Have they just been the past 4 worlds, or have they been, like, spread out, or what? I really have no idea, and I have no idea if we're gonna keep on seeing these through the course of the game. Either way, knocked that guy on his rear end, and I am proud of myself for it, and we can continue on with the regular levels of World 7, or World Castle. And I'm going to say both ways every single time, just so as not to offend people who would be offended by something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and visit this Toad house before we go to the next level, because I'm Little Toad, and Little Toad is not very good at, doing such things as those that need to be accomplished at some point in the future. I totally forgot where I was going with that sentence, so I just sort of made up words if you couldn't tell. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to 7-3, or Castle 3, which will be over on the right over there. Let's go ahead and save, Mario. You can hurry your little pixelated legs up. Which will be Red Hot Run, and it shows a green star in the overworld, and that's kind of weird, unless it's been doing that this entire time and I just haven't noticed. But Red Hot Run. Okay, this is going to be a really fast-paced one, it seems like, so let's go ahead and randomize, because I don't think it really matters. I think all the characters run at the same speed after they've taken their boosters or whatever. Red Hot Run, here we go, let's do it, Mario. Alright, and this looks a little bit intimidating. There's spikes everywhere, and I am absolutely terrified. Okay, this way looks like the more difficult one, so I assume it's going to have a secret or something. Nope. Just being more difficult is its thing. Whoa, 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 careful there. Alright. Looks like we didn't miss anything too important by taking that pipe rather than the other one, so let's go ahead and go over here, and oh boy, we're gonna have to collect 8 coins. How are we gonna do it? Alright, we're gonna have to run around in a circle. I thought it was gonna be, like, a little bit harder than that, but we only have 50 seconds left, so we don't have much time to run around in circles, Mario. I know you enjoy getting dizzy, but let's go ahead and continue on normally. I'm not sure what those graded platforms are there for, but it's kind of scaring me, so where is the last green star? It's there in the middle. Can we get it? Oh, whoa, whoa, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah, dang it, so close. I didn't see those donut platforms at first, so I started veering toward the left to see if I would be able to survive that way and jump onto the platforms at the left, but unfortunately, it seems like they're... okay, what am I trying to say? I noticed them afterward, and so I started turning towards them afterward when it was, like, way too late to save myself. And what am I doing? I have no idea. Alright, let's show one more attempt at this. I feel like it's a short enough level to where I do not really have to cut all that much. So, one more attempt at this. Let's go this way. We can just jump over here and get ourselves a few extra coins while we're at it. And this time, probably should have gone to the right, because that is the easier manner of going about things. And there we go. Alright, I like making things complicated. That is the way I go about my entire life, not just video games. But, alright, here we are. Get ourselves our 8 coins once again. And the gamepad is like, the control stick is good enough so that you can turn like 90 degrees at any time. It's nothing really dangerous when you have to run in like a square pattern like that then. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the stamp once again, and there is that green star. Okay. Oh, dang it, we didn't get it. Can we go backward? I have no idea what just happened. I don't know if we can go backwards still. Anyway, I'm going to cut to that part once again, because we've already seen this beginning part of this level several times, so I will be right back. Alright, there's one not completely stupid way of going about that. Geez, and it puts us right at the top here so that we can jump and get the golden flagpole, along with getting that green star, so we reaped all the benefits of that. And there we... Whoa, that volcano in the background looks really, really cool. There we go, though. We have 100% completed that level, or have we? Did I miss the stamp on that run? I missed the stamp on that run. Oh my god. I'd gotten it so many times I figured I'd just, like, already had it. Well, looks like I'm going to be going back there, and there's a Sprixie house, so we'll get another stamp after this. But yeah, I will be right back. and show you guys what the stamp is. I'm not going to show that once again because I already showed it several times, so I'll just show you what the stamp is and we'll be on with it. Alright, and to our ever-growing collection, this time we get to add a leaf, which is not the most exciting thing in the world, but hey, we are in World Castle, and everything is on fire, so that's pretty exciting. So you know what, I will excuse the slightly mundane stamp this time, and perhaps there will be a better one at the Sprixie house. Who knows? What do we have this time? We get another Sprixie. I guess all these Sprixie houses give us Sprixie stickers, and I'm just now realizing this. Kind of pathetic. 7 worlds in, and I finally realized that the Sprixie house gives you a sticker with a Sprixie on it. Man, I am really cluing in on stuff today. It is just marvelous. Anyway, here we have Boiling Blue Bully Belt. Excuse me? I have no idea what that means, but we're going to be playing this level evidently this time. Boiling Blue Bully Belt. I don't understand what this is even like getting at, but we can go ahead and equip our cat suit, and it looks like we're going to be following some stones that have a mind of their own in this episode, or in this level, whatever. And that guy just jumped to his death. Alright, you did my job for me. I will totally take it. I'm always down for somebody doing my work for me, you know? And I believe that every member of the human race would agree with me. Actually, no. In that vein, I am well aware that it is possible to be an exception to that sort of desire, because I oftentimes myself am, and I'm sounding way too, like, pretentious and pedantic at the moment for even myself to handle. So I'm just gonna go run around these stone blocks with my favorite Italian plumber, and, whoa boy, die. Oh god, here we go. Alright, take number 2. Once again, I really like the look of this with the, like, I don't know, is that bloom lighting? I don't know. I don't know photography terminology or graphic design terminology or any sort of terminology of anything ever. So, please forgive me if this isn't actually bloom lighting, but I really like how this all looks. I love the color scheme, and I love how dark and desolate it feels, and I think it is absolutely swell, and I just died. You know what's not swell is burning your butt to a crisp several times in a row. God, I need to pay attention to where these are, because the ones in the back, fall down after a while. Not fall down, but sink back into the lava. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to where I am from now on. And instead of just rushing hastily through the level like I normally try to do, we can just continue with it at, like, a reasonable pace and perhaps not die, you know? Doesn't that sound like a good idea to you guys? So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to wait until this thing comes around and then activate it so I can stay in the front the entire time. And it seems to be able to keep up with how quickly I'm running fairly well, so there doesn't seem to be too much danger there. And you have to wait for the green star to spawn, so there we go. We're still sort of in the back, but we made it out alive. And what do we have here? Show me where I'm going, Miss Sprixie, while I light you on fire. Okay. Over there. Oh, apparently the gamepad controls the angle on this. I never even realized that, but that's not even terribly useful. But that big old glacier of lava looks kind of cool. Anyway, we're going that way. And there was a green star that it showed me, and so if I missed that, I have absolutely no excuse. So, I waited a little bit too long there, so I'm going to have to wait for these blocks to come back around. Let's go ahead and change the camera to see when they come back around. Yeah, you can actually change the camera in this game. Isn't that wacky? I know, I, like, never ever use that feature, but ever since the Galaxy games came out and the free camera isn't there anymore, like, where you can rotate it any direction you want as far as you want, I don't really use the camera options all that much anymore. I don't really like it how you can only change it to several angles, like a la Super Mario 64, but oh well, that's the change that it's taken, and it's definitely not bad. The camera system certainly isn't bad at all, but I always just like the free camera control more, but that is just me. Anyway, we just got the second green star of the level, and the third one is, as we were shown by that Sprixie earlier, somewhere over here. I'm not entirely sure where, but it is somewhere. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy, because he seems like he's going to be a problem. Those guys are actually really dangerous if you're on a small platform. Like in that one ghost ship level, I don't remember which world it was in even, and I certainly don't remember what it was called. I probably should have kept that cat suit. But in that one ghost ship level, they were, like, super duper dangerous, and I am super duper stupid. So where is the next green star? It is right over here, being guarded by this rolling pin thing, which isn't all that dangerous because these circular things aren't actually really hills, like they don't make you slide, so they don't present that much of a challenge. Anyway, we completed this level 100% on our first go. Oh man, I am just getting more and more proud of myself. And maybe I shouldn't speak preemptively, because we have got one big old bully fight to go before we reach that flagpole, and I am not good at these bully fights if you've been watching the series whatsoever. So let's go ahead and take that guy out. Oh boy, please, please, no, stop, have mercy. Thank you. Hey, they actually listened to my pleas. These guys are merciful. They're nice. Perhaps we should make friends with them next time instead of launching them to their doom and despair in a pit of lava. Or maybe we should hurry up with this and grab our golden flagpole and finish up this level. That sounds like a plan to me. But there we go. Yeah, we completed Big Blue Bully Bell Blink Blue Buffalo in one go, 100%, and we get an oh so exciting block as our stamp. Oh man, isn't that absolutely scintillating? Totally. But anyway, so what have we done in this episode? We did the Fire Bros, we did one previous level, I think, and we unlocked another boulder blockade and another big, what are those guys called? I totally forgot. But we did a couple levels, and we did the Fire Bro thing. And I think that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. Actually, you know what? Since these are just enemy battles, may as well do these while we're at it. Boulder Blockade is back, or Prince Bully Blockade is back. Both of them just sound so exciting and original. Let's go ahead and go with this one. And who's going to be playing it for us today? I know Toad did it the first time, so Luigi is going to take the bully out this time. Or Prince Bully was his name? Something like that? I really don't know. But anyway, there we go. He is turned into a trash can once again, or a pop can or something. I really have no idea. But, whoa, I'm doing too much damage. I can't even handle it. Jeez, the club can't even handle me right now. But let's go ahead and kick this guy into oblivion. He doesn't seem all that much more difficult than last time, so I don't know what the change of color has done to you, buddy. But, oh, apparently you can shoot a little bit more fire all at once. Whoa, that is way too much for me to handle, so I'm just going to have to kick you until you're dead and explode in a brilliant flash of light and give me money and stars. Because that's all I live for, is money and stars. And I guess stars are an analogy for stardom, which means fame. So money and fame, that's all I care about in life. Just kidding. Anyway, Luigi just destroyed the Prince Bully Blockade 2.0 and knocked him on his rear end, and he can go see stars for a little while, and I'll come by to claim those later. But, yeah, it unlocked that water-looking level over there, and so we can go ahead and take the Big Boulder Blockade. Or, the Boulder Blockade. The normal Boulder Blockade, not the Big Boulder Blockade. What is... Okay, Big Boulder's here, though. Hi, how's it going, friend? Were you, like, the boss of a world, and now we're just fighting you casually? Not that I'm not okay with that, because it wasn't, like, all that difficult the first time, and I'm kind of liking how it's more difficult this time, but it seems a little bit random that it's in, like, just the middle of the world, but whatever. These things... These orange things, oh my god, they look terrifying. Have you seen their faces? Look at that. That is the most creepy smile I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw this at this guy, and we have one more hit to go. And I wonder, are there going to be more of those things that spawn? Because, two, they seem to be taking up quite a bit of the battlefield as it is. And whoa, wasn't paying enough attention there. So I have no hits to spare. Spawn your boulders already so I can throw them at you and destroy you. I know that doesn't sound too appealing, but I promise you, it'll get you 15% off your next purchase at Denny's. Turn around, destroy him. There we go. We took out Big Boulder just in the nick of time. That was actually really close. But let's go ahead and pick up our monies and pick up our star. And now that's going to have to do it for this episode of Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. So thank you all very much for watching. And in the next episode, we will continue World 7 some more. So I will see you guys then.